Hi guys!
Hi everyone!
Happy Tuesday!
Welcome to our podcast.
No invite needed.
Because you're all invited. I think that's a little slogan. It's quite
Very cute.
We're both not very well today.
No.
I'm blaming you.
Yes, which is fair because I was unwell first.
And I've got the sniffles and I've got the giggles.
It's a lot going on in this house.
In this studio.
In the studio.
In
The
the
studio that's in
club.
there. We all fail.
Where?
In the club.
We all fail.
The question of the week from me is, what is your non-negotiable in a friend? Like, what is the one thing that you will not budge on, in a friend?
Oh.
I know. I'm sorry,
Okay.
but this thing I'm not letting. This is a must in all of my friends. I'm talking even best as the friends, and just someone that's just your friend.
Oh.
What is your non-negotiable? You must have this character trait.
I know what it is. Openness.
That's mine.
Shut up.
That's mine.
Was it actually?
Yeah, swear to God. Openness.
This is why we're friends.
Yeah.
Because
It's a must. That is such a big thing
How
for me.
weird is that I thought of that?
Yeah.
And that was yours?
Yeah, that was mine.
How crazy?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I can't. I don't care if we have different opinions.
Yeah, no, that doesn't bother me at all.
I need you to just be open to hearing what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Because I'll be open to what you're
Yeah.
saying.
I don't care if I have different opinions, different values, different lifestyles. That doesn't even
No.
bother me.
Well, to what degree? Because I'm not going to be friends with psycho.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yes. You have to obviously have the normal, general
Life
characteristics.
choices.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm saying,
Oh.
but mine openness though is more in the sense of I like someone to be transparent. I'm attracted to transparent people. People that are very they kind of say what they feel. There's no mystery behind them. Can't stand people like that really, if I'm being honest.
That's not what I meant by openness.
Oh really?
To be honest.
That's what I meant from openness.
I meant more if you say to me, I think the sky's pink.
Yeah.
I want someone who's actually open to hearing why I think that.
Oh, okay.
Openness in terms you have an open mind as a person.
Oh,
You're gonna let me offload even if you disagree.
Oh, okay.
And you're not gonna put me in a ditch and a hole because it's not what you would do. I need someone to be that's not okay.
Yeah.
But I expect that more from a best friend than a friend.
Yeah, yeah.
But over the board, I can't.
Can he deal?
I cannot talk to people who just shut you down and get defensive and won't listen.
Yeah.
And I have no space in the conversation to be that's cool. Why do you think that?
I like that as well. I like that trait as well, very, very much.
Yeah, because I can't talk to you if not.
Yeah, I agree. But I feel I can deal with that more than someone that I feel I can't read you. I can't get a sense of you. I don't know what you're about. I don't necessarily want you to tell me all your business, something that's happening in your life.
Yeah.
I just don't like it. I can't gauge what kind of person you are. I don't like that in a friend. I can't gauge what you're...
No, you want you need to present who you are.
Yeah.
So I can get a full read and then otherwise I can't.
Yeah, that's what I
understand
like.
you. Don't you find it weird that I think there's an attraction in people, friends. I know the kind of females that I'm attracted to as friends, the ones I will click with faster than I won't click with.
Yeah, same.
And it's always funny.
Yeah.
I always click with expression and the people who aren't shy. And that's who I will if I walk into a room and there's a girl like that, that's who I'm oh my gosh, I just click with and I can talk to you now for ages and I laugh and I can be weird. And I think that comes from my most vulnerable part of me is my weirdness.
Yeah.
So when I feel I can bring that out with someone, I feel I click with them.
That's you are what you attract, isn't it? Or is it the way you attract what you... that's not wrong. You know what I mean? You're attracted to...
You are what you eat.
You're attracted to what you like. Do you know what I mean? How you are.
Oh yeah, it has to be compatible with who you are.
Wow.
I don't know what you just said.
I like that question.
I thought that was a really nice question.
So I thought, make it about relationships, kind of everyone you kind of know off the bat what your general non-negotiable is in a relationship, but not really in a friend sometimes.
I was about to say I've never had a guy friend, but I have. But I've never. He's my guy friend, but I've never. But that's through you, really.
Yeah.
I've never had a. We can bleep it out if you need to. A.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I've never had a friend who's a guy outside of like my partner and already established group. I've never made friends with a guy ever.
Yeah,
I don't think I do.
Yeah, it's not your thing.
I don't feel like I'm the type of personality that guys want in friends. I don't know.
I think
I've never met one.
Oh yeah. We don't consider some of the guys from work like your friends.
What do you mean by friend?
Yeah, it depends on how you define a friend.
Also, I have a bit of a boundary on male friends now.
Yeah,
because
naturally.
Married, I feel like I could develop feelings for anyone if I was given the right moment to develop feelings.
Because that's the thing with like feelings and whatever. It's more familiarity. I always say that it's not necessarily the fact that you can be attracted to someone that because they're not your normal type, because you're around them enough. Familiarity can create that, like, can develop, like, can make feelings occur.
I've missed my window to have male friends.
Yeah.
The male friends I do have now are all in relationships with my friends, and we're male friends because we're in an established group. And I won't ever probably have a male friend, but I don't need one. I've got Paul. Paul's my male friend. There we go.
He's a great male friend.
Yeah, I think if you're locked me in a room with a male,
give me long enough time, I'm gonna have feelings for them.
I will develop
some kind of like connection,
emotional connection.
Because
eventually, just as humans, I will break and I'll start feeling like I feel really lonely in this room.
Yeah,
broken it.
There you go. It's not hard. It's not the hardest thing in the world.
No,
and that's why I think controversial cheating is easier than what people think.
Yeah,
it's not necessarily as you had this whole process and you had this whole thought.
No.
It can develop. You can be friends with someone at work for a long amount of time, and you say, "Oh hi," you talk to them for long, and then before you know it, you fancy them, and then you're cheating.
And now
you didn't even see it coming.
Because also, I'm in a full-time job, 40 hours a week.
Yeah.
I see, like, if I'm on the same shifts as some people, I'm
interacting with a lot of people.
A long time of my week talking to these people. We have a lot of conversations.
So
you've got to create boundaries from the get-go.
You do.
I create boundaries with men.
It's the only way you can be safe in terms of, like, preserving your relationship. It's the only way.
Yeah, well, no, 100%.
Because I think it's naive to think that, oh my God, I'll never cheat my partner because I'm just not that kind of person. You don't have to be a nasty person to cheat.
No, you don't.
Lovely people cheat all the time. I'm sorry, good people cheat all the time.
I've done bad things and I wouldn't say I'm a bad person.
Exactly. It's nothing to do with your character. It's just to do with circumstances and environment and things like that.
Yesterday I killed a spider and I thought I shouldn't have done that.
I don't kill spiders. I hate killing spiders. I don't like them.
This is me being vulnerable and you're shaming me by telling me. Oh, I'm saying I'm not thinking my person does bad things. I didn't want to do that.
No, it's sad that you did that, and I'm sorry that you felt that you had to do that. So now they scare you.
I don't want to be that person. I should have taken it outside. This is what I mean, moments of weakness, of panicking.
Yeah, that's just what it was.
Right, so you've got a dilemma for this week. I'm just going to read. Mm-hmm. Hey. So I'm finding myself in a situation where I feel like I'm losing my best friends to each other. On theme.
There we go.
And I don't know what to do about it. I have a friend that I've been close with since I was 6 years old. Keep in mind, we're 24 now. And I have another friend that I've been close with for the past 5 years. We met in university. My friend that I've been close with since 6 years old is very possessive over me, and she doesn't like it when I have new friends. And my other friend always said that she'd love to meet her, but I didn't want to make that introduction because I didn't know how that was going to go.
Oh, okay.
I had to get over a jealous phase with you.
Yes. But you got over it.
I did. No, I did.
Yeah.
I think it's normal to have it, though. Mm-hmm. You do get protective over
your immediate best friend. It's normal.
So a few months ago, it was my birthday, and they both got in contact with each other to plan a surprise birthday for me. When I found out that they had organised everything and been in contact for a couple of months, I also found out that they really got on and actually liked each other's personalities, which was a breath of fresh air for me. But since my birthday has passed, they have been meeting up for food and drinks and nights out, even movie nights at each other's houses, without letting me know.
Immediate no.
I don't know if I'm being petty or childish, but this makes me feel a type of way. And the few times that we've all been together, I notice them whispering when I'm coming back into the room or having inside jokes that don't include me. We are grown women, so I know this seems silly, but am I being crazy? Is there any advice that you can give me?
I am a big person that doesn't mix my friends.
You don't?
I don't mix my friends. I don't do it. I have like my friends, like my girls at uni. I have I have my girls, like I have my friends from work. I have friends from like the book club.
And we never cross.
I don't cross. I have from being friends from high school.
Yeah.
I just don't do it. I think it's because, first of all, you meet people at different times in your life, and you feel like, for example, I feel like we met when we were 16. I think that you've pretty much seen every event that I've gone through from 16 so you've seen me go from kind of like a teenager to an adult. You have different versions of Chloe that maybe like my friend from high school just doesn't have. She doesn't have Chloe that went through X, Y, and Z because she wasn't not there, but she wasn't the first person I was in contact with when I was going through those things you were. Then I have my friends from work who say, girls from uni who've met me a year and a half ago, they don't know version of me that you know.
But I don't know uni version
Exactly.
of you.
I think that there's a lot of accommodating that has to be done when you have a bunch of friends that you need to mix. In this case, there's 3 of them, isn't there, essentially?
Yeah, but she didn't mix them.
Yeah, she didn't mix them, and they just happened to have
from planning.
Yeah. And luckily they got on well, which isn't a bad thing. It's great. I just have a thing of like, I'm territorial in that way, where it's like, I like what I like with the people that I have. I don't want to mix that.
I don't have enough friends to do that logic with.
But what's your opinion on it?
My opinion on that situation is they sound a bit mean together.
Yeah, they sound like mean girls.
If I walked into a room and you was whispering,
you just don't do it.
I wouldn't, like, for me, that's, like, not okay.
Yeah, I agree.
It's burns a bit more because of who it would be with. I would advise you say to her, what do you whisper about when I walk in the room?
Yeah.
Because it might be something better than you think.
Yeah.
But it also might be what you think. So you just got to ask the question, why are you doing that? Because that's upsetting me. But also I feel like, what if she's just become a person you no longer like?
No longer your person?
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
What do you do?
I think I would... I'd ask the same question, like, what is it, like how deep is your relationship, to be honest? Like, let's just figure out, like, what's your relationship looking like, this new friendship, what's it looking like?
Yeah.
Like, you two, you don't know, obviously, you know each other through me, what does that, like, are you very close now? You told them, like, what you are with me? Establish that first, because that's what I want to know first. I think I'd create a boundary sense of, like, if their characters just aren't, like, what you want in a friend, I probably would cut them off.
Would you be willing to cut me off if I went mean?
Yeah. Would you not be willing to cut me off?
No, I would. I think I have a I'm saying this to girls from work the other day. I don't think you should ever prioritise a person over morality.
No, me neither.
Like, I have values.
Yeah.
And what I expect from people close to you. And if you step outside of that, I
think if you establish that between your relationship, so you know my do's and don'ts, right? And you know that if you do something I don't like, there's a chance that you might lose me. I like to make that very, very clear from the offset. Doing this thing, if it upsets me, I don't like it, you may lose me over it. And if you choose to do it, then that's a choice you've made.
One thing I cannot stand is people who let people do things that aren't okay because they're scared of losing them.
Yeah.
I can't stand it.
Hold them accountable or don't. Because why?
Yeah.
What's the worst that's happening? You're going to lose them.
And it does frustrate me.
Yeah, it frustrates me as well.
I did it with those relationships you have when you're younger, you've all been there. I was in a relationship when I was younger, and I let that man do crazy things. One of them was disrespect Chloe.
Yeah.
And I stood there and I did nothing. And I think that maybe I'm passionate about it because
you've gone through, you've lived it.
And I'm like, oh my gosh, like, that's an extreme version. He was an extreme version.
Yeah, he was.
But even the little things, like letting someone mistreat you because you're so infatuated with them, is not healthy
it's a no-no. It's a no-no for me.
Like, that, I would say you're a highly emotional person with, in that scenario, not a lot of intelligence.
Yeah, not at all.
Because you are just going off this person, like, I'm obsessed with them.
That you absolutely overshadow what's right and what's wrong. There has to be some kind of a limit, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
There has to be a limit.
And I think coming out of that relationship where I was like, let them do whatever they want, because we've all been there. I think I then started my relationship now, and I think I was a bit too, like, you know, I like to overanalyze. It's like a bit of a weak spot for me. Like, I don't feel safe unless I know all the information. But I had to calm that down. But also, like, I almost flipped it, and I was like, why are you doing that? What's that? Like, that doesn't make sense. What's that because of? No, I'm in the middle, you know.
Yeah, you couldn't let things be because I think it made you feel like...
Yeah, because I was like, oh my gosh, am I being stupid?
Yeah.
Am I obsessed with the person? What if I miss something? What if I don't see something? And then that's just the back end of letting someone do whatever they want because of who they are. But
I think that's a problem with being that way. So, because, like, in this instance where that girl's been friends with the one she was friends with from when she was 6 years old, you can easily let things like, because I've known her for so long, like I love her, that you let her do really shitty things and just be like, oh my God, it's fine because it's of who she is to you. Yeah.
To her.
And you can't, like, I don't believe that time matters over a person's character. I don't believe who they are, what they've done for you.
Not.
I don't think that overrides what's right and what's wrong. I just don't believe that. I think obviously there are leeways in life. There's some times where you kind of have to play about with like situations and whatnot, but generally speaking, if her character has gone to crap and like your friendship is like she's not being a nice person, I'm not saying I'm like, oh my God, done with her already, but I'd have to see either you fix it, or if you're not willing to do that, then what am I doing here? How are you like serving? How is this relationship serving me? Yeah. If I was that girl, I'd have a conversation with her, but I don't really like what's going on. It's not that I'm jealous or like I'm petty. It's the fact that you getting on is one thing that's great. That's not a bad thing at all. But for you, mate, not going out with me. You're planning nights out without me. Oh yeah, that's not. I'd be so upset. That's sad. That's hurtful. Like, because at this point it is. Well, yeah. Actually, if I imagine I planned a night out with, like, a work friend, and you wasn't invited, so your work friend. Yeah. No. What? I'm confused. I'm baffled. Yeah, I don't think it's a bad thing for friends to get along with friends just on a general level, but no. I think it's like it's the actual exclusion of it all. I don't know. It depends how much, because at that point, what if they are friends? Yeah. So now I'm thinking, like, I guess if you're friends, do I have to ask you every time you want to go out with me because that's my friend? Because you're no longer the mutual. I mean, that is just a sad scenario. Yeah, that's just sad. And if they make you feel excluded, you need to bring it with both of them. Yeah. Because if they're friends, they should take that on. Yeah. And be like, oh, we're sorry. And then set an expectation as well. Like, I will be going out with her, sometimes just us two, because sometimes you're busy. Yeah. Because we have a friendship now. Mm-hmm. I guess, again, it's openness. It's sour. That would hurt. Yeah, I think it's... I can't lie. If it's a case of like they're being open, like we actually have established a friendship here. We don't want to hurt you. We don't want to exclude you. It just so happens that we actually really get on. It is painful, but I don't think that's bad. Yeah, I don't think it's bad. I think I get that. Yeah, you can't. She's not your property. No. So you kind of have to, in a way, like, in that sense, let her go. Like, she's allowed to have other friends. It just so happens, unfortunately, her new friend is someone that you were friends with before. Yeah. And that is painful, but it like. But then those little things that they do, maybe. That's why, you've got to ask, because you could be reading it poorly because you want it to be something, because you've set a narrative. Yeah. But you've just got to ask. Yeah, I agree. I think you've just got to ask the questions. If it's a case of being mean, I don't have time for that, to be honest. No. Person, I don't have time for that. You can't. I don't. Put up with bad behaviour. But if it's a case of like we're not trying to hurt you, we just didn't realise that we've gotten so close, and it just so happens that we've just been doing things that we didn't even realise it wasn't like personal to you, then fair enough. Fair enough. Okay, I feel like in friendships it's harder to tell someone I don't like that than in a relationship. Yeah, I agree. I don't know why, but it is. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know. But in a friendship, there's a crucial moment where you have to be like, I don't like that. And it sets the ground then for the comfort to then say, oh, maybe that wasn't on. I remember ours. What was ours? It's when I started uni. There was a big change going on, and I think you just moved in with Christian. I was at uni. Oh yes, I was we sat in the car, and he was like, we don't talk anymore. Yeah. Thanks for initiating, by the way. Yeah. And he was like, we don't talk anymore. Like, what's going on? And I think from that moment onwards, we've been able to say, are you alright? Yeah. Like, what's happening? So I think that's so true. I think when you have like a shift in your friendship, it's so important to like acknowledge that shift. But it's harder to. It's hard. Than with a partner. It was scary. It wasn't great. Because I remember when I had that conversation, I thought I was losing Em. I remember thinking, like, in my head, I'm going to have a conversation with Em, we're not going to be friends anymore. That's what I was thinking in my head. I was like, yeah, I did. And I was thinking, oh my God, like, this is probably going to be a conversation where it's like, our friendship has shifted. Because I think in my head, I thought that this shift meant that once... Because there's a difference, there's no way we can be friends anymore because it's not how it was before. Yeah. And so I couldn't comprehend that there can be a shift and you can still work around. You can still like move on and still work around the shift. It just felt that now that this has changed, that's it. No more friends, no more me and Em, and that's it. But it was scary. Yeah, I can imagine. Because it feels very finite. Yeah. I knew we would. So we went from FaceTiming every day. We had sleepovers. You know what you do when you're like a teenager. Yeah. To being with partners, moving in with partners, having full-time jobs. Yeah. Like not being able to do all those things that you used to do, and that shift. And we never acknowledged it until you acknowledged it. And then ever since then, now it's just
like normal.
Yeah, we had the conversation. I think we just said that an effort, because I think there was a lack of effort because things had happened. We hadn't, like, there was like a snowball of events happening where it was just, we could go through like 2 weeks without talking. I remember we used to go through weeks without talking.
That was a while.
And it was like, I don't talk to him. Like, from going from FaceTime every single morning, talking every single day, to literally not for going weeks without talking, it felt like such a massive shift that if I hadn't acknowledged it, I think it would have been...
I think it would have been the end.
Yeah.
So yeah, talk to your friends.
Talk to them.
Talk to your friends. Feel as safe with your friends. Should make you feel as safe with each other. As partners, make you feel safe. Like, I don't have a problem saying to Paul, you didn't do the dishes.
Yeah.
So I don't have a problem with you now saying, Chloe, you left that there.
And I think that's good, though.
It is.
We've established that. I always say, like, me and Emma always say our friendship has set us very, like, high expectations for other friendships. Like, it's...
I know.
The way that me and Em are, it's giving relationship.
Excuse me. We are married.
The level of comfort I'm like to Em, I don't like. Em will say to you and I don't like that.
Yeah.
Or like this. And some people might think that's very, like, whatever. But I don't think, a lot of relationships aren't like that.
Oh, I never think things and won't say it. And we never argue.
Never.
And
we speak about it beforehand.
And that's not to put us on a pedestal. To be honest, I think we are just on the same kind of like wavelength mentally. Like how we approach things is very similar.
Yeah, so it helps.
If there's something, like this morning she came in, she was being a bit of a hater. I said to her, she's like, have you just come over here to be a hater? Why are you here? She just picked up my wine glass and said, these are ugly.
No, they're not that ugly. No, I said that. They're not that ugly. They're actually fine.
Like, what are you doing?
It's giving like sisters.
It is. That's where we're at. And I think with friendships, there's such a big potential to get there.
Yeah.
You just have to be honest with each other. You have to, if you don't like something, say it.
Just say.
Your friend is you are in a relationship together and you've got to approach it.
There's expectations, there's things like there's boundaries. I hold you accountable for many things and vice versa.
Absolutely.
I expect things from you and you do for me. So therefore there has to be communication in regards to that.
Yeah.
Thank you for listening.
Thank you. Short and sweet.
Short and sweet.
And we'll see you next week.
We will.